So that puts Doherty well in command here, coming around with 3 laps to go.
Doherty might have a problem in the 22. Now he's trailing Smoke.
He might have a tire going down.
Something didn't sound right on the Doherty machine as he came down the front stretch last time, and now he's starting to trail a little bit of smoke out of the right
wobbles like
rear.
a flat tire.
We'll check this time by.
It's not flat, but
it's not. Oh, you know what, Mel? Look at the left rear tire. Something is amiss in the rear end of that car. So he's got 2 more laps to see if he can hang on. You can see that rear end.
Might have an axle coming out.
I think he's got something going on there. That rear end is not in alignment. You can see how far that left rear tire is sticking out, but the white flag is out. What a win this would be for Doherty if he could hold on. Out of turn 4, rear end breaking loose. Oh, can he hold on to it? Down to the line, Jeff Doherty.
Tire.
Now he's got a flat tire. And Doherty holds on over Kinner. Climbing up out of the car. Let's hear it for Jeff Doherty.
Yeah, when I went to go get under Brandon and Billy, when I went up, I think fender got into him, and I think it broke something in the rear end, and that's what caused the flat when I got into him, and luckily nothing else broke.
Just trying to hold on late in the going. How tough was that?
It was tough because I felt the car trying to walk out on me, and I was just glad that they weren't telling me to go to the pits yet.
Did it sound any different, or could you just feel it in the back end of the car?
Oh, it sounded different. I could hear the rear end squealing when I was going around.
Knickerbocker takes the early lead into turn 1. Buno and Winslow trying to work the outside down the backstretch.
On of turn number 4, Winslow way up on the outside. Balmer getting underneath. Cummings trying to fit through there. Almost 3 wide again. They kiss the wall in turn 4. Potrabowski giving a shove to Daggett into turn 1. We got Karnowski hooked up with Stebbins.
Oh boy, Mel. Another rivalry renewed. And this was a little bit of a on-track rivalry from the last time I was here in June 26th. As it always works in dirt track racing, Mel, when you got a little bit of a rivalry with someone, you can never get away from them.
Magnet. That's a battle almost 3 wide out of turn 4. Look out, they're leaning on one another through the corners. Potrabowski pushing Guerry down the back. Look at Karlowski to the inside. The champion staying right there with him, and Guerry now looking to challenge Winslow.
So your 2 high point men starting to claw their way through the top 10, working on the top 5.
Winslow and Bordeaux coming together, jamming everybody up behind them.
Oh, Winslow's got a problem. Somehow everybody misses him going into turn 1. That could have been disaster. Balmer all over the backside of Knickerbocker into turn 1.
And Guerry going to try it again to the outside of Bordeaux down the back straightaway out of turn 2. He's going to make it work again. Bordeaux coming back underneath. He's not done yet. He's after Tracy Dunn.
CJ Guerry, what a run on the outside. Takes over 3rd at the line. Now he'll set his sights on Balmer in the 38. Coming around to take the popsicle sticks. 2 more laps for Laverne Knickerbocker. In what would be his 2nd win of the season if he can hold on.
Oh, flat right here.
Flat right rear tire on your leader. Yellow flag is out
And
with
we got
2 to go.
Winslow around in turn 4. Oh, could that be a break for CJ Guerry now riding 2nd?
Heartbreak Hotel for Laverne Knickerbocker. Led this race from the drop of the green flag.
Wow. Thought you had one in the bag, and the bag blew open. Green is
flag
out.
is out. Here we go. 2-lap dash to the finish. Guerry takes it to the top.
Sparks out of the bomber machine through the corner.
White flag on the speedway. Sparks coming out of Tracy Dunn's 21 car. He's slow in turn 1 and 2. Hill and Buno have got to slide by. Battle for the win through turns 3 and 4. Balmer's out front. Guerry trying to get him, but he's not going to do it. Gene Balmer takes the win over Guerry. Jared Hill, Bob Buno, Dennis Cummings, lap 18, 2 to go.
Oh, yeah.
And you see the leader has problems, and you say, oh boy.
Yeah. I was just waiting for something to happen. Trying to get him on the inside there. I tried him a couple times on the high side, couldn't keep up then. Well, we finally got one. It's been a long time coming.
Has you guys had some tough luck this season, come back, missed a couple of weeks, and how good does this win feel?
Real good. This is real good. We've been upside down. We've done everything. Crashed it all up, totaled it, put it back together. I gotta thank Chuck Winslow and his family for putting it together every week.
All right, look out, Siri on the infield coming back out into Doug Smith. Morseman right there. Oh, and Pavlik gets into Bell, causes a big pile up. Number of cars involved, and Lauren Lincoln gets the worst of it. Morseman, a strong run to the outside of Siri in the 44.
3 wide into turn 3. Here comes Jake Ginn working the outside of the speedway. He passes 2 cars, wants to get one more. Now he dives to the bottom. He'll get by Eric Bell in the 6.
Oh, Jim. Whoa.
Move Ginn up into the 7th spot.
He got a taste of victory late. He wants more. But Kesey looking for his 2nd win of the season, leading the way here in the early going of this one. Kesey not wasting any time, getting back in front. Ayers now looking underneath him in turn 2. Here comes Smith to the outside of Silvers, and Steve Gray getting a good run on the restart. Underneath Morseman, Pavlik trying to follow him through. Rooster ready to crow.
Ayers has struggled a little bit on the restart so far. Gets a little bit better restart that time, but Kesey pulls out in front.
Oh, look out.
A little contact. Gray in front of the field.
Oh, and Lauren Lincoln.
And another one in turn 2. I think that's Mashesky. Red flag out on the speedway.
Wow. 15 laps to go, and they're jamming.
I'll tell you, for going over on his lid, Lauren, it seemed like it was a fairly slow roll for the 2L, as there was a lot of cars jammed up there. White flag on the speedway for Kesey. Looking to pick up another win in 2015. Final set of corners for the driver out of Campbell, New York. Down to the line, going to be another win for Josh Kesey in the 4. Modifieds take the green off of turn 4. Hilkert leads them to turn 2 as Dinkins and Siri battle for 2nd.
Siri getting underneath him, and Dinkins falls back to 3rd.
Clean and green here on lap number 1. Boy, Joe Ginn way out to the outside, and he got a piece of the wall. Caution is out here on lap number 2. Joe Ginn way out to the outside, and he caught a good piece of that turn 4 wall.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Man.
Siri was wicked fast in his heat race, right up there in the front row for this restart. Alan Johnson looks to be headed pit side with the friendly Ford 14J. Maybe he just wants to check something out. I don't see anything.
Maybe some minor adjustments with the little bit of an extra delay here. Got 2 laps under your belt. Might be able to tell what you've got and what you don't.
Oh, Dinkins and Siri, hard hit.
We'll see if that did any damage to either of those cars as this one rolls on. Alan Johnson makes it back out onto the speedway, as does Stacy Jackson. Payne having trouble getting around to Ostrowski in the 29. Now finds a hole underneath, and Payne will battle for position with Ostrowski off turn 4. Oh, contact between the 2.
Ostrowski got Payne right into the inside hub coming out of 4.
That right there is not going to make Steve Payne real happy. Payne's not happy, and Mel, I'll tell you what, I don't blame him one bit. Racing side by side, and your competitor just flat out turns you into the infield.
And Ostrowski going to the rear with Payne as a result of that altercation.
So we'll get them re-racked here on lap number 8. Green's out, we're back underway. Siri with a good restart. Tries to outdo Hilkert in turn 1. Gives Siri the lead here on lap number 10. 10 to go.
And look at him up to the outside. Now he's going to try a high-low switch on Hilkert. Is he going to get that 2nd spot? Hilkert right there. Allen right there in 3rd.
5 laps to go for Tyler Siri.
Oh, and Dinkins flat right rear tire here on the 17. We'll try and limp it to the pit area.
And he's going to come to a stop. Yellow flag.
And the yellow
flag.
Miraculously, what a stupid move.
Miraculously, the yellow flag comes out, and somehow the 17's able to get going. Back to green. Johnson with a good run underneath Hilkert for 2nd as they go into turn 3. Gives 2nd to Alan Johnson. He's got 3 laps to do it. Johnson runs the middle. Siri runs the cushion. White flag in the air. One more trip around the 4/10 mile for Tyler Siri. Final set of turns. Off of turn 4, give the win to Tyler Seary. Seary gets the win over Alan Johnson.
Whoa.
Dale Welty at the line for third. Hillkirk 4, Donnie Lawson your top 5.
Yeah, we did. The car's been great. We gave it away last week, and so we learned some stuff and applied it for tonight. And we've been fast all year, and it's just our night tonight.
But boy, I'll tell you, that stout piece underneath you here tonight.
Yeah, I thought it was good on the top, on the bottom, and it's got a good motor. So I figured if we could keep the momentum up around the top, and then on the restarts we went on the bottom, and it was good too.
And Karlowski powering into the top spot once again on the restart. Ely now Lamphere right there. And we got Nicole getting pushed around here in turn 1. We'll bring out yet another yellow flag.
Benjamin and Buck into turn 1.
And Lamphere is closing it up a bit on Karlowski. They're coming up on 5 laps to go.
Lamphere up top, Karlowski on the bottom. We'll see who's got the horsepower off of 4. And give it to Lamphere at the line with 2 to go.
Check.
Off of 4, Lamphere will get the win. Karlowski comes home 2. Ely 3rd, Benjamin 4th, and Ken Buck will round out your top 5. Good battle between you and Karlowski there at the end.
Yeah, the car was fast. We made some changes from last week. We brought it up and it was fast in practice. Then we got a flat in the heat and went off. Got out there with good feelings and came out with a win.
17 cars, 20 laps the distance. Mel Thomas, let's send them off 4-cylinder style with the bugle.
They charge out of turn number 4 to the green flag of the Rooster.
Off and moving here with the Napa Know-How 4-cylinders. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2
Whoa.
by 2 by 2 by 2 down the back stretch they go.
Well, you got a 3 in the middle.
Now we've got them 3 wide. And squeezing through the middle of what was almost 4 wide, Jeremy Trank moving up to 3rd.
The 23, your defending track champion, Bradley.
4 wide down the front stretch. Look out, Desi Force.
And Bradley has
Bradley's
slowed.
got a problem.
Might
Your
have a
leader.
tire down.
Flat right rear tire on the 23. Jeremy Trank takes over the lead. Here comes Sharpstein and Smart. They'll work around the 23 car. 8 to go for Trank.
Whoa.
Give him second at the line. Trank has a problem getting around the lap car. That allows Smart and Sharpstein to close right in. 5 to go. Trank holding on for dear life on the outside. Smart trying to get underneath him, and here comes Richie to the top. 3 wide through turn 4 for the lead.
With 2 laps to go. Smart again
3.
down on the bottom. 3 wide, coming for the white.
3 wide for the lead. White flag is out. Trank still leads at the line. 1 to go for your leader. Sharpstein working the cushion. Side by side into turn 3 for the last time. Who's it going to be?
Richie's going to have the run on the outside as they come out of turn 4. If he can hang on, double
Richie
checker.
bobbles a little bit out of 4, but he's going to get it done. Sharpstein. Last lap pass for the win over Trank, Smart, Erica Bell, and Joe Pavoski. Sharpstein climbing out of the car. Win number 99 for the Flying X. Boy, I'll tell you what, we saved the best for last tonight.
Oh, that was the most fun. That's something we talk about doing in the garage all winter. Hold it to the floor and steer and hope for the best.
It looked like you hit your corner perfect over in turn 4. Was that the difference?
Yeah, I knew if I could get the car rotated in and make it real wide that they'd have to drive through me to get me. With Jeremy being second, I knew I didn't have to worry about that. Yeah, this one right here, I've said the sponsors enough, and this one right here is for my mom, stepdad, and Justin is still in the hospital. Get him home and everything else will come into place.